Angry fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive on breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man.
Angry fan movement is the movement to move with. URL TV for life. You already know what it is.
Yo, we got Beasley on the line right now. Yo, Beasley, what's good?
What's up, man? What's going on, man? I just wanted to shout everybody out. I know there was a couple of questions that people had. I mean, by now, everybody knows about, URL streaming Summer Madness 5.
Mm-hmm.
You can go do that at watchbattlelive.com. This time, it will be, you'll have it for a few days. You'll be able to look at it, check it out. Even if you purchased it and you're not home and you're at work, when you get in, you can check it out. I'm not streaming the entire event for a number of reasons. One is that, initially I wasn't going to stream, you know what I mean, but I started getting a lot of pressure to stream. And I just want to give the people who, the diehard fans who purchased tickets and came out first, I want them to be able to see all the battles, in one time. And I feel like, well, man, I could have stayed at home and I didn't get a chance, why didn't you let us know this in advance? We would have, just watched the whole stream. So I feel like they deserve a little more for coming all the way out. So that's one reason. And two, I like the excitement of releasing the battles at a specific time. And a lot of fans are like, don't pay-per-view the whole event because it doesn't leave any excitement or build-up. Seeing that a lot on a lot of the stuff. But I will be, showcasing a couple of the battles. I'm definitely going to showcase the Charlie Clips and Loaded Lux. You guys will get the Calico and Tay-Rock. You guys will get the 2-on-2. And you guys will get T-Top and Rex. So it's going to be dope. You know what I mean? Have a little fight party, have a little battle party, a little $5 a man. Y'all all could order the stream and support it. You know what I'm saying? I seen, of course, there'll be some fakes out there, and we're doing our best to police the stream so we don't have those issues. But you guys are in these groups. You're listening to Angry Fan Radio every night, and, you debate and talk about battle rap on social media. So it would only be right just to support something that you love if the majority of the content that you get is free. You know what I mean? Support it so that we're able to still do big events and keep things rolling and keep them moving.
I definitely agree right there. Go ahead, Wayne.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Hold on.
Okay. When you shut it off when you come back.
He answered my
wow.
question.
So you was right, Wayne. Damn,
oh, I know. I know I was right. I know. You don't have to tell me. I know.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You're part of me.
Niggas don't listen.
You good. Nah, we debating because I told Wing it made no sense for y'all to not pay-per-view the entire, you know what I'm saying, the entire finish. I don't see you niggas doing that shit. So she was just like, nah, I was right. Like, okay.
Yeah, because you gotta have a little bit in there. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's so hard to play catch up. Because you saw the way that Known 5 was bootleg. I mean, we still got some great views on the battles, but everything was out so quickly. And then when you have a big battle like Clips and Lux, you know what I'm saying, a battle of that magnitude, it's going to smoke everything out. You know what I'm saying? If it's a good battle, you know what I'm saying? Internet will be lit for that battle, so a lot of the other stuff may get overlooked. So I just don't want to chance that happening. You know what I mean? And I just want people. I want a mixture. I want to supply both audiences. You know what I mean? With what they want, and we have some things in place to kind of keep that excitement in play. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll try it again. You know what I'm saying? And see how it pans out.
Well, Beast, all right, Beast is a fan. What battle are you looking forward to the most out of this entire card?
Man, I want to see Clips and Lux, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want to see Clips and Lux, man. I think it's going to be an exciting matchup. And it'll really determine, it puts Clips in a weird situation because it's like when you look at battle rap and the active guys right now, if you had to name the guys at the top of the pyramid, it would be Loaded Lux. It would be Hollow the Don. It would be Murder Mook and Charlie Clips coming in. You know what I mean? Now, some say he didn't win against Hollow. Some say it was close. But this is a good opportunity to keep him like in those mentioned in those rankings. You know, so it'll be good to see how important and how serious he takes it. I mean, from what I've seen and just from speaking to everybody is dedicated to doing their best. I spoke to Calico earlier today. He was hype. I spoke to Rock. I spoke with Clips. I spoke to Lux today. I spoke to Official today. I spoke to Mr. Wavy today. Everybody's like, yo, I'm hype.
Okay.
So, seems like it's going to be good. Got a lot of people coming out. I spoke to Surf. He said he's coming through. I got Hitman, Young Ill, and A-Verb are flying in Friday.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? People coming through, so it's going to be dope.
Any stars coming in that you know of?
You know, usually with the stars, you know what I mean, they just pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just come and they pay. Like, we don't call the guys to come or whatever. They just show up. So, you know, it's kind of hard to say that the guy's going to be there, you know, because you know how these people are. You said so-and-so was coming. URL's a liar. They didn't show. I'm like, oh, man, the guy was getting that shit. I had a show date, you know, so I just kind of let them come out. But a couple of rappers called, said they wanted to come through. Athletes, football players, basketball players, stuff like that, saying they're trying to make it through. So it should be good. But at the end of the day, that stuff to me is really only good because if it brings some type of mainstream attention that the culture doesn't have. But to me, man, it's really about the battles. That's the most important thing. I mean, I have to showcase certain celebs because their star power brings eyeballs. You know what I mean? So you got to show them or feature them. But for the most part, it's really about the battles. They're coming to see us. They're not coming to, you know what I mean? It's not, no one's really coming to see them. I mean, it's great to have them in the building and show that they appreciate it because when you have a subculture that's growing, it's good that you have, you know, attention around it. So I see why people get excited. And don't get twisted. You know, I appreciate it too because anything that brings attention and helps build, you know, or help us obtain our goals is an added bonus and a plus. So, yeah, there definitely will be some celebs in the building.
Okay. Hey, Biggs, you might have messed up calling tonight, though. All right. I made a blog earlier, and I got a question for you. Like, what direction do you see it going? Because Dot versus Bill Collector, I'm not shitting on Dot at all. I think he has a gift.
Right.
He can sell out a crowd, and, like, that is hard as hell, I'm pretty sure, to do. From 50 to 2,000 people, he has a gift. My thing about it is this. Are we going to start going more in the direction of, okay, he's entertaining and he's going to sell tickets, so we're just going to book him regardless, versus the people who have the actual crazy content? Like where do you draw the line down the middle?
We have to look at it like this, right? Like,
okay.
I'm glad that you brought the Dot battle up because I see a lot of people online talking about, you know, you guys turned down the audio.
So,
you know,
yeah,
like on these different battles, and this one and on Danny. Oh, that was Danny Myers, right? You turned out. We'll get to that. But
yeah,
in terms of the Dot situation, I mean, listen, you know, I think that battle rap is breaking off into almost like it's different genres within battle rap. Just like you have different genres within hip hop music, you got turn up music, you got trap, you got like Nas style hip hop, Mos Def. You got J. Cole, you got Kendrick Lamar, and you got Future. There's different types of things that fall under the umbrella, but they're all not as lyrical. They're all not, well, who's to say which one is better? It's really about entertainment at the end of the day. Now, you know, some people like that. Some people are entertained. They like his bars. Some people like his energy and his performance. You know what I mean? But he's one MC. There's one guy that's like him. So if you really looked at the whole entire card, you had Briz Rothstein, Tay-Rock, you had Suge and T-Top. You had other battlers on there who demonstrated other levels and other styles and other skill sets. So,
you know, if you have one guy who people may be questioning his ability, or saying he's just a performance or an entertainer, he's one person. It doesn't mean that he's going to transform the whole culture, and I'm going to go and try to find 10 more guys that are exactly like him. That just defeats the purpose, and it wouldn't make him special. So, no, I mean, I don't know what the direction that other leagues are looking to do. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, you know, finds a way to find entertainment. I mean, look, there's a guy out here now with a Superman cape. I don't know his name. I'm not sure what his name is, but I know he battles on our Battle League. He's getting some attention. You got Daylight with the Batman suit. You know, there's different people that do different things. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has different things that make them entertaining, and not to take away from the aforementioned MCs. I'm not talking about their skill set of saying they're not, you know, credible rappers, but I'm just saying there's different forms of entertainment. So I think people like that. Some people don't like that. Some people like A-Verb. Some people don't like them. Some people like Clips. Some people don't like them. So, you know, it's just we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
My whole thing about it from the blog is that I like that. Don't get it fucked up. It was not a hate blog. I just want to see him bring some more bars because I know what's going to happen. The same way you remember Beasley when everybody turned their back on Tech Nine when he battled DNA. You remember they like Tech Nine was Mr. Summer Madness. He battled DNA and all that was erased. I see that happening with Dot. The minute he gets annihilated in the battle, I just see it.
Right. Or the minute he gets away from doing what made him what he is. A lot of times the fans will tell you to do different stuff that they want to see you do, and people listen to them. And then it's like, once you take that element away, you don't have anything. Whatever built you and made you is what's going to sustain you. So a lot of times when these guys switch it up, they lose the fans that they have. But, I mean, Dot is still young. He's still, you know, growing and developing as a talent, you know, and, you know, it's not like he's walking around shrugging his shoulders like he's God. You know what I mean? The guy is still humble, and he's young, and he's ready to show out and do his best. So, you know, it'll time will tell what will happen.
Okay, that's what it is. So you pretty much agree with John and Don, and he was like, well, I can't say that, but John pretty much said if Dot actually started writing bars, it might fuck him up. He said,
right.
So it's pretty much.
I mean, you know, some people like his shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has what they like, man. Like, you could like Nas and AZ. You know what I'm saying? And there's a kid right now that'll tell you that Young Thug rhymes better than both of them. And will really believe that. And you'll be like, what? And I'm not comparing Dot to Young Thug. I'm just saying there are different styles that people appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And whatever someone believes is what they believe. So to you it may not make sense, but to other people, you know, it's like, you know, your parents, how that rap is bullshit. That doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same type of vibe, same thing.
Okay, that's true. So, I mean, Beef, what's going on with this whole Danny Myers, the audio being turned down? Like, what's up with that? And
but he got turned down. Yeah, first of all, these fans, or I call them fans or critics, they are hilarious, man, with the stuff I mean, I'm flattered that they think I'm a magician and I have magical powers to do these things, but we don't mic our audience, okay? So when we record something, it's only recording onto the devices that we have, which are the lavs. The lavs are placed close to the collar because they're designed to filter out a lot of the outside noise and just record the closest thing to the principal that they're attached to, which is the MCs who are performing on stage. The only other recording devices are the ones on the cameras, which are not really that great for SLR cameras and Canon 5Ds. So that's where the recording is. And when it's recording into the lab, there's a recording device there's a recorder that there's a signal that's sent, and it records down onto the recorder. So we don't have separate tracks of applause and audio and different things like that. You'd be able to tell. It would sound extra fake, like a TV show, like, woo-hoo! You know, you keep hearing the same exact laughter or the same screams and noises. You'd be able to tell. There's no way to splice the audio and eliminate the vocals of the MCs or the jeers and then raise it up. That's just not possible. And the reason why some people said, yo, it sounded louder in the venue, why does it not sound that way on film? Because remember, the recording devices are facing the audience, are facing the MCs. The people that are screaming are basically screaming at the back of the cameras and trying to hold, and then whatever is left over hits the labs in the distance. But if you're standing 50 feet away from the stage and you're screaming, it's not going to sound as loud as it is when you're standing in the venue. So that's when maybe some of the confusion comes in. And, you know, we don't raise volume and lower volume and all of that. This just didn't happen. You know what I mean? If you were in the building, you would have heard people cheering for Danny Myers. And, you know, that's just what it is. You know, there's no way to do that. It's impossible. Can't.
Yo, but you know what, Beasley, on some real shit, that was fucked up how Nunu called time on him, though. He had that guy. He was cooking in the third, B. I ain't trying to make you talk about her, but that was actually fucked up. In my honest opinion, that was fucked up.
Well, but it was his time. It was already. They had agreed to specific time limits. So if it was over the time, you know what I'm saying, she had to make the call.
Yo, B,
you know what I'm saying?
If you paid me 12 racks, you wouldn't be hearing that shit, my nigga.
But see, then that's on him. He's got to work that out, or work it out with Rex to where, you know, because then it turns into, well, see, you said, you know, I asked both of them before the battle. I clarified that. How long are we rapping? What are we doing? What's happening? And that's what they agreed upon. So, you know, at that point, it's like there's nothing you can do. You're stuck.
Wow, that was. Let me ask you a question. I don't know if you know, I can't quote Christian Bias. I saw some of his blog. Do you think Danny Myers actually fits the URL setting in New York? Because a lot of people from out of New York region, I've been noticing Big T and from the West Coast, and they feel that the New York crowd is so different. They could hate you. Like, some people say they're biased. Some people say, like, you know, we don't have the Apollo. You know what I'm saying? So we're used to booing. They don't even understand that part right there.
Well, I think that Danny Myers is talented, and I think that it may just be a simple adjustment. I wouldn't say so much that he's not built for the stage, because but a lot of people don't know, is that, like, around the time, like, when, like, that whole battle revolution was going on, Danny Myers used to be in New York City battling dudes in Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all know the battle MC Shells. He used to battle dudes.
Yeah.
Like, he battled, like, Jay Nils and a couple other people in some battle. Like, he was in the Blaze battle and all of that. He tell me about Danny Myers. And he knew Danny Myers. Danny Myers was out here in New York trying to make some things work. And there was this, like in New York City, there was a store called HMV. It was like a big retail spot for music. Tower Records.
Yeah.
And it was right in Times Square. And, yo, everybody used to just go out there, from Lady Luck to Moot to Mills, and all types of dudes from all the boroughs, because Manhattan is central area, central location. So everybody would show up and just have mad rhymes, and dudes would just be out there battling, going crazy on each other. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, there's a battle with Calico. I'm not sure what match that was. It might have been with K-Shine. I was like, I'm not trying to remember. But Calico was battling a dude on Times Square. It was like a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? And he just was out there rapping. The dude noticed him, stepped up, and started battling. So that's always been like a little hotbed for battles. And Danny Myers is out there, so I think he has what it takes. He just probably has to make a few adjustments in terms of his poise to, like, get that swagger for the New York crowd to adapt to him.
Right.
So
Beasley, do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think? I think this showing. I guess I want to say. I think it was just more so this showing. It was so much intensity from this particular battle that maybe that may have played a bigger part. What I'm saying is, I think that he would fit. I just think that it was just more so this battle probably wasn't the best one, or we were probably expecting more out of the battle, and because of how long it was drawn out, the whole situation was drawn out, and then once we got it, it was just kind of like,
yeah, it was a more pressure on him. People thought he was going to probably do better because he waited for so long and all of this different stuff. And, you know, people's expectations can definitely ruin something. You know, if people are expecting the world, you know what I mean? It's like it's tough. It's like tough performances to follow up against. But people also got to understand that battles are becoming like sports. You know what I mean? You could be on a killing spree, and then, you know, you go on the road and you might lose one, you know. But I think we're breaking out of the whole finality of it. Like, if you lose, oh, your career is over. You know, the internet and social media, they're going to put you in coffins and do all of this crazy stuff and mess with you. But you can bounce back from it. It's really on you. And it's really a very, what have you done for me lately type of culture. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, you did 3 events this year. URL, we didn't like this last event. You guys are falling off. It's over for you guys. You're about to end. You know what I mean? Oh, this guy lost. Oh, man, his career is over. You know, it doesn't matter that he had 8 to 10 dope battles, but if he has 1 or 2 bad battles, he's over. You write him off. You know what I mean? And you know, I know it's part of it. People like to chatter and, you know, say things and hear themselves talk and express their opinions, and that's the beauty of social media and having something to talk about that you believe in and love. But at a certain point, you got to come to terms with, hey, you know, people have bad days, people have life going on, things aren't always going to be to your liking, you know. But I mean, it's just tough to see. But I think that, you know, like you said, man, there was a lot of hype, a lot of intensity around the battle and the situation of the battle. And, you know, people just maybe expected more and they didn't get what they were looking for. Maybe that exchange that they wanted just wasn't there. And, you know, things happen. You know, you just got to move on. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Danny will be fighting against somebody, and next week they'll be saying how he's the bar god against. Right. It wasn't a great match, like, all around, like, what we expected. I mean, I thought Danny showed up with his bars, but, you know, it's an adjustment, you know what I mean? And, you know, I guess, you know, he'll figure it out. He'll adapt, you know?
Yeah. Fan 007, what up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit, what up, nigga? Drop this shit, what up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
And you fan movement is the movement to move with.